We're back. Hello, Danny. You just missed the Let's Play, but no big deal. We're going to do some shiny hunting. So, I'm going to do Ultra Sun. I think. Does anyone have a problem with Ultra Sun? Would someone like to see a different game? Just let me know, chat. I'll do whatever you guys feeling. Twitch chat I'm gonna go into.
What up, Twitch? It's the boy Big Snoop D-O-double-G, and I got a very special message to the players. I want you all to go to for him.
What's this stupid Snoop Dogg ad? Oh, let me figure out. Yeah. Let me go get the game, though. Hold on. Ah! Almost fell. Hey, Figgy, why don't you get over towards the stream so all my viewers can tell me how cute you are? The games are in my backpack, so let me go with that one. Here we go. Game out. Yeah. Believe it or not, I believe you, Damo. I mean, it's unfortunate there's not a lot of stationary legendaries you can get shiny in regular Sun and Moon, right? Who can you get even shiny in that game? None of the legendaries, right, actually? I gotta beat my Ultra Moon so I can do more legendary hunts. I might just do some wild Pokemon. I never do wild hunts in this game. So I could. Let me change the scene. Let me delete all these Pokemon. Boop. Alright, where am I at? Was I RNGing anybody? What's happened here? Nope, there's nothing in here. I don't know. I might do some wild Pokemon RNG, I guess. I don't do that very often. Hopefully it's not raining here. It rains here a lot. It's raining. I'm not doing this. Well, we could go to trying to figure out where I want to RNG at. Lush Jungle, maybe? Do I have honey in this game? I don't remember. Okay, I do. I have the max honey amount. Okay. Let me get rid of this guy. Well, good luck with that. Ooh, I'll get a Morlull. I like this Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a shiny Morlull, baby. I didn't skip the second gym so I can RNG. Okay. Actually, let me make sure. Let's see. What should I do for Morlull? Let me check my. Like I said, I'll be here when I can, and I'm awake. Well, welcome, Zombotnik. What's going on? Okay. Let's see. What natures do I have here? Nope. Don't want to restore. Gosh dang it, guys. Hey, Fig. What's up? Alright, I will use this Kamuna. Because why not, right? Man, I need to get a Rain Dish one, though, but I wouldn't from this. This will just be a shiny. I'm cheating the system, dude. Alright, so we're going to do Wild RNG. Let me actually do... Okay, so let me do Wild RNG, Normal Wild, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see which parts of the lush jungle are there. Do you think this counts as the north or south part? I think it counts as north, right? Have I completed the Pokedex? No, I haven't. I don't very care about, like, completing the Pokedex very much. Shiny Honedge is cool. Alright, time to do the thingamajigger. Nope. 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 Yup. Here we go. You get the shiny charm. Yeah, I know. I don't care about collection. Like, I'm just not a collector. Really. In Pokemon. I just get what I love. I'm not a collector for the sake of collecting, is what I would like to say. Like, I only like to collect things I use, and that goes just not just for Pokemon, but for real life. Like, I don't collect in yeah. Oh, there's a pretty early shiny, although I don't have anything calibrated. What encounter slot are you? I don't know what this is. We could go for it, though. Okay, I should have done a calibration first. Shite. We'll go for... You know what? Let me watch my replay to see how long it takes. This is crazy, actually. Yes, it is Sir Mexican. Kirby 64 is a fun game. Crap, have I never loaded into this? I haven't. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I feel like 3,200 is like a decent compromise. Okay, right. Okay, so let's go over to this. 14860. I actually need my headphones now. Get down. Get down. Okay, so 3,500 actually would probably have been more appropriate, but we'll see. Yeah, I definitely know about that. I never 100% games. I could count the number of games I 100%ed on like one hand, I think. Like Hey, Soul Summer, I'm well, how are you? Thank you for coming by. Hey, Cot04, how are you? Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've... Squishy Panda, no, that's... Don't be depressed, man. Come on. We're all here to have a good time. I only have Yokai Watch 1, actually. Let me play some music here as well. Let me pick on some good music. Well, I think I'm allowed to be louder. My girlfriend isn't sleeping, so I can be louder. All that kind of stuff. Thank you, Squishy Panda. Hopefully I'll get it. Soul Summer. Yeah, Soul Silver starters are hard to get. You can't even RNG them to go faster. Oops, that's my own stream, not clicking that. What kind of music should I play? Play some Puzzle League, baby. Nope. There we go. I like this one. My last hunt is going to be the thing I yell at Blisy to get consistently. What is that? Demo. Hi, Molten Freddy. How are you? Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. What do you yell at me for, Demo? I have a pretty bad memory. Oh, Latti's very hard. I got both, but Colo 1 I'm researching. Colo I'm researching. Coliseum I'm researching a lot. Hold on. I should pause this. I will explain after this encounter, Brad. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, so, you can take your time in here. So, Brad, Colo, I'm still researching. I actually downloaded the tools recently for the emulator, so I can see if I can use the emulator to get a consistent setup for the game. But Colo is... not Colo. Colo, using an emulator to see if I can get a consistent... Oh, I got a shiny first try. Lamau. There we go, baby. That's it. Oh, it's so good. I've never seen this shiny before. Got him. Okay, lit. Yeah, give me the hype. Can you RNG with an iPad? In Gen 5, yes. Not in any other gen, I don't think. Oh, man. Alright, guys, that's sick. Oh, it's so cool. DS sticks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If there's any subs in the... Is Danny still here? Give me the DS sticks. Okay. So, Brad, back to the actual question you had. I'm sorry. XD, I had to ship back to the dude, and I ordered a new one. It should be here this week. So, XD, hopefully... Yes, good one. Yes, good. Do that, Damo. Alright, guys, give me the nicknames. Type the nicknames. Okay, so... I am looking for... so my Coliseum... My XD has shipped. So XD should be much easier, because in XD you can save in front of the encounters you want. Potato, alright. Coliseum is hard because you cannot save in front of the encounters and you have to walk and deal with a lot of random RNG. So I'm seeing if there is a setup for Croconaw that I can get. Oh, I don't want to save in my party, but let's check it out. Let's check out its summary. Jolly. What are its perfect stats? Wow, it only had... Because I wasn't searching for any perfect stats. It has a 30 in defense, everything else is garbage. That's pretty good, though. Jolly's actually not a bad nature for this thing, right? Oh, what's its ability? Yeah, that's right. What's its ability? Leaf Guard. That's a pretty bad ability. Okay, so I can, technically right now, if I wanted to, Brad, I could do a video on how to get your trainer ID and secret ID in Colo, to RNG it. I have managed to do that successfully, but that's it. We're going to save. And we're going to go for another one. Because I do want a Morlo. Yeah, RNG is fun. A lot of people, you know, a lot of shiny hunters disregard it as cheating, or even regular players think it seems to be cheating or cheap or something. But the thing is, especially in this game, RNG is very timing and skill based. Hey Ivan, how are you? Thank you for coming by. So, yeah. Well, the thing is, so, yes, Coliseum is going to be very hard. I will probably only put out a very few amount of videos for original Coliseum. I intend to do trainer ID for Coliseum, and I intend to do a trainer battle. And the trainer battle video is going to be very long. It's going to explain how to effectively set everything up to do it for retail correctly, because it's going to be very tedious. But that video I want to cover basically how to set up every single encounter perfectly for the way you want it. Okay, no good shinies on this time around. So, I'll maybe only put out a few videos for original Coliseum, but it'll be two. Goodbye, Molten Freddy. Thank you for coming. It'll be two very, very detailed videos, to say the least. Oh, I think that was this, right? I wasn't paying attention. I agree, Soul Summer. That's pretty much my thought as well. I don't know, Infinite X. How did you get here? So, XD, though, I plan to do a lot more videos on, again, just because XD, you're not dealing with as much random factors. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm working really hard on Coliseum, though. I do a Coliseum video like every other day. Or not a video, like I do a Coliseum test every other day or so, just to really work it out. And now that I have the emulator tools and the ISO for it, the emulator tools and the ISO for it, I can use the emulator to really effectively test on real time. Hey XD, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping by in Twitch chat. Yes, so also in XD, I'll try to do a Poke Spot, and I intend to do the regular just how to RNG perfect Pokemon in Coliseum. Yes, they do. But I mean, a lot of speedrunners, like a lot of speedruns also use glitches, so like the Gen 4 has an any % category and an any % glitch list because there are yes, I am Mighty Nico. Because why not, right? I don't know, actually. I think it's shiny locked. It might not be, though. Yes, the thing is, glitchless is, glitchless is, uses RNG, so it's technically not a glitch, but that's just, you know. Speedrunning categories don't necessarily count for everything, because the glitchless Pokemon speedruns use Instatext, and they also use, like for Gen 1 they use Instatext, and it also uses that escape trick with the Pokedoll. So, some people could still consider those glitches reasonably. I am soft resetting for a good initial seed that gives me a shiny. It's an RNG abuse technique. So this tool, I input the clocks that I'm getting here, these little needles. Yeah, but oversights are glitches. Like, so anyway, I input the clocks that I get here on this thing, and it tells me what my seed is. No major glitches. Oh, see, there you go. It's a glitch, yeah. "12 minutes. Yeah. Hi, is in winter. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Well, what is nade jumping? Is that just you, like, what is that? Like, I mean, I think it's objectively a glitch. It's not something that's meant to happen. Like, and the game is not working how it's supposed to either. Like, that's not how the game is supposed to function. Like, if the developers had intended for the... If the developers had, like, intended for it to, you know, for you to talk to that guy, and that guy gives you faster text speed permanently, well, then that's... then, you know, that's one thing, but that's just not how this works. Like I don't hate Instatext or anything, and I don't think it's, like, some horrible cheat thing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'm just saying it's definitely a glitch. Like, okay, so then, yeah, if something is not a developer intent, I think it's probably fair to say it's like a glitch. Just because something is poorly coded doesn't mean it's not a glitch. Like, glitches are poor coding or something that people didn't see. Like, and again, a glitch doesn't mean something is bad, you know? Like, that's a thing. Like, just because something is a glitch doesn't mean it's bad. But what I am saying is, speedrunning categories are not objectively determining what is a glitch or what isn't. Like, do you think the Pokemon devs wanted you to be able to run away from that Marowak with a Pokédoll? Like, no, they just didn't think about it. I don't know. Like, all speedrunning rules... Exactly. All speedrunning rules are arbitrary, right? So, they just want to make a good category and a good game to run and make the game fun. So, they will consider things that are very minor glitches or not glitches, or are actually glitches. They'll consider them for glitchless categories because it's so minor, or something maybe is too hard to avoid. Like, for example... Yeah, exactly. I knew about that one, actually. They do the cheat. They have a patch to get that hat all the time, right? Like, for example, in Pokemon, if you... I don't know if you do, but in Pokemon Red and Blue any percent... in Pokemon Red and Blue any percent, if you always do get the bicycle in any percent, then it's actually could be potentially difficult to avoid getting the insta-text, and then you'd have to cancel a run because of that kind of thing. Like, just stupid. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't really mind. I'm just using it as an example for why it's not always, you know, speedrunnings are not always the objective, like, this is how you do it. This is what a glitch is. And again, and I think what, again, separates RNG abuse from a glitch as well is because while Game Freak did not intend for players to figure out the RNG abuse, right? It is not something they can avoid people figuring out. Like, they didn't program anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? Insta-text is from them messing up the programming, them forgetting something. Speed for RNG abuse, nothing is messed up in this programming. This is just how it worked. Like, this is just how the game was meant to function. I guess it could be argued that Emerald's broken RNG is a glitch. Oops, damn it. And it could be argued also that Ruby and Sapphire's dead battery RNG is a glitch because the battery is never meant to be dead. What am I hunting? Whatever pops up. I want a Morlo, but whatever will pop up, Samaj. As a shiny frame, I will go for. I just got a shiny Fomantis. Give me luck. Good luck, Mighty Nico. I love that Leafeon icon. Who is that? I love Leafeon, so. Not really. The thing is, my hands are super fucked up. Like, okay, I will not say they're super fucked up, but basically, I have pretty bad tendonitis throughout all of my hands. Like, I built a controller so I could continue to play Melee with my messed up hands. So if I could... the earliest frame is 6 minutes, goddamn. So, you know, speed running is something I would... And this should also be later. No, it should be like 3,400, I think. So, if I would speedrun, it'd have to be on a real controller. Like, if I literally play, like, a regular Metroid game the way I like to play them, like, it'll hurt my hands for playing too long. So, I'd never really get into speedrunning because of that. No, exactly. It's allowed in any percent glitch. This is RNG abuse because you're just... And the game... Oh, that's unfortunate, my friend. I'm getting really no shiny frames here, guys. All my stuff is pretty deep into the timer. I might go for the next early 1 frame one that pops up just to calibrate my pre-timer better. The only reason, and I'll tell you what, the only reason I got that Fomantis first try was because it was a star frame. The star frame makes that frame last for like 1 full second. So it would be very easy for me to get that kind of frame. Yeah, again, speedrun is arbitrary. Speedrunners set all the rules they feel like. Whatever they want to do, they'll do it. Alright. So hopefully I get a low shiny frame here, just like a, you know, maybe a 1 or 2 minute in. My low, I have 1 3-minute frame. See, I'm not going to just wait for 3 minutes for no reason is the thing. VGC, you could argue, is not arbitrary. Because... So, it technically is arbitrary, you'll say that. But, so I don't disagree that it's arbitrary, but it's an official rule set, so it's not necessarily arbitrary. Because it's official. Smogon is arbitrary because Smogon is a fan... I think official sources aren't necessarily arbitrary in a traditional sense because... They're directly tied to the game. But yeah. What is this doing? So, to my viewers who don't... So to my viewers who... don't know what RNG abuse is, or what I'm doing right now. Hey Tracy, how are you? Basically what I'm doing is... These clocks here, it's a calculator. So I input the clocks from this section right here, these little clocks that I see. I input them into this window. I'm typing it out. The game, my DS is like not, there's no, you know, I'm not using an emulator. I'm not, you know, there's no hacks. This wire coming out is just my capture card. So I input these clocks into this calculator. This calculator tells me what my seed is. Then this window, nope. Let me find, eliminate. Nope. This window then will tell me what time in the games my shiny frames will pop up. So as you can see here, at 17 seconds I have a shiny frame. So I'm going to aim for this. At also 48 seconds. So this will tell me exactly when my shiny frames pop up and start the battle. So that is basically so I can... Now it's not guaranteed because, you know, that's 1/60th of a second I gotta get there. 1026. So that's a 1/60th of a second frame window that I have to hit. Let me go with 3500 actually. No, I'll go with 3450. So I start it and this little timer at the same time. And then I hold this, and then I wait, and when the timer finishes counting down, what I do is I hit A, so I can open my bag and use the honey to start the battle. So I'm probably not going to get a shiny. Again, a 1 frame window is very small. That's only 1/60th of a second. So if it's a shiny, it'd be very surprising, but it probably won't be. Nah, it's not. So what I'm going to do is capture it and see how far off I was. I'm just going to use quick ball. The arbitrary rules for pro players is that you should know how to RNG breed your own mons. The mon should be... Yeah, I think it's pretty weird how Nintendo just like doesn't seem to care about if a Pokemon is hacked in. I think it's just partially because using the word tradition is a strong thing. So what I'm doing is I'm checking this hoot to see what its stats were, to see how many frames off I was. So I'm going to type in its stats here. So I think it's because back in the day, back in Gen 4 and Gen 5, getting 5 stat perfect mons was not possible. Oh, right, because it's not. It was plus 16, so I was late. Really, that felt early. But it's near a blinking frame. So I should subtract 0.26. So I should just go with 3200 then. 3200 seemed right on then. Okay. Gonna reset. Open this bad boy back up. So yeah, so here's the thing. Back in the day, in Gen 4 and 5, it was impossible. It was impossible, basically, to consistently breed 5 IV Pokemon. No, so this is what I'm saying. And so because of that, they allowed the hacking. And they allowed the hacking basically because, like, what was Nintendo going to do? Like, disallow everyone from competing because literally every single person who played the game hacked? Like, no, they weren't going to do that. And so it's just sort of an acceptable thing for them. Yes, it's very easy now. And so that's VGC's fault for not really catching up with the times, I think, and allowing this thing, and squashing this thing. But I'm just saying I think that's where it comes from. I mean, really, if Nintendo... And the thing is, removing IVs is sort of problematic. And you're banned, Beast Killer. Goodbye. Report. Yeah, I reported him and he's banned from my chat. Yeah, and so another problem is Pokemon can't really... So, like, one of the solutions is to make it so... Yeah, for real. I don't know why. So, another thing is Nintendo... Hey, Logan, how are you? So, another thing is you can't really... So, like, people are like, oh, just make it so IVs don't exist. And fair enough, make it so IVs don't exist. I see where you're coming from on that. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. But, and now hear me out on this one, what would be the point of breeding then? Thank you, I'm doing well. So, like, what would be the point of breeding? That'd be a whole mechanic they'd basically have to completely remove from the game that people actually tend to enjoy. I find that people enjoy breeding a lot. So, yeah. I'm sure people play Minecraft, Michael. I just do not. Why would you come to a Pokemon stream to advertise Minecraft? So I'm looking for a Mortal, but I will take any good shiny frames that come my way. Like, you think you would do it in another Minecraft stream, right? Like, I've never played... I've only played one Pokemon that wasn't Minecraft on... Or not Minecraft. That wasn't Pokemon on the stream, right? Like, I've played... What game have I played? Like, I played Golden Sun a little bit on the stream. I don't think breeding is just, like, easy, you know? There's a very large frame window. What's in counter slot 7? Comfey. I don't care about a shiny Comfey. It would have been it'd be 50 minutes, and I definitely could get it. But I don't want a shiny Comfey, I don't think. Alright, I'm going to actually look. I'm going to see if I can just search for some more lull frames here. You love breeding. Yeah, I love breeding, man. Super easy and fun. Yeah, I'm not really a collector, so getting the full box is difficult, I find. You love golden. Yeah, I don't own the first 2 games. I have them on my I have them on my, like, I hacked them into my 3DS and I played them both on there. I did 100% both. No, I didn't 100% Golden Sun 2. But Golden Sun 1 I got all the Diginis and I beat Deadbeard. Golden Sun 2 I got all the Diginis and I did what did I do? I beat the secret boss of Dullahan. Is that his name? Dullahan. I beat him, but I don't think I didn't get all the summons, because you need to get like there's different summon tablets and you have to beat secret bosses to get them. I don't think I did those. I'm slowly making my way through Dark Dawn. Battles would be fine if you removed IVs. Everyone would just have either the equivalent of a 0 or the equivalent of 31. It wouldn't matter which way you took it. Dullahan, let's just say, so let's just say Dullahan was very cheesy, for me. I just did the strategy where you alternate, the 2 defensive djinns for a fire and earth that have, like, the damage you take or whatever. Then I kept using Ivan as a support thing, like where he would give us increased speed and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I have one at 49 seconds I will aim for. Now, Logan, I don't mean to be rude, but you should take a guess. Take a guess based on some context clues on my stream right now. It is not Chikorita, I'll tell you that. Yeah, my intro would also tell. I don't want to sound mean. I hope I'm not coming off as mean. But yeah. There are some context clues. Danny's got it. It's Bidoof. Bidoof is my favorite. Yes. Good one, Danny. Danny, give me the gator butt. No one ever uses it. That was early. Yeah, my favorite is probably Totodile. Definitely Totodile and Feraligatr. I love them to death. Trico is very cool. I also really like, thank you, Danny. Yeah, that's an emote you could get especially just for sponsoring me, guys. Oh, what the fuck? I got it. Hello? Danny, give me the DS digs. Another one. This is a 1-frame window, guys. Woo! This is an actual 1-frame window. Check it out. I just went for it because why not? I can't do them all. Look at that 1-frame window. That's crazy. I just went for it because why not, right? How many encounters? I technically have only done one since the... Because I don't do the encounters unless I think it's going to get me the shiny. Alright. I'm going to do some hypnosis. Yeah, I'm also pretty picky with them. I have a... Oh, it's already... I did put it to sleep. I didn't realize. There's no way a Zen Headbutt kills this thing, right? Because Muna's attack is very bad. Alright, I'll do one more. Alright. Now, I'm thinking I want to do a... dive ball. Because I like the head matches the dive ball, but I only have 2. You see, like, the Comface head matches it. There's a reason why, yeah, that's awesome. I'm not doing Beast Ball. You get the hell out of here. Hula. I'll do Hula. It's a good idea. Normally I ask to wait to the name select screen, Soul, but I will do Hula. See, did you see what I mean about the dive ball head? Like, dive ball totally matches its fucking head. Let's see its summary. Lonely Nature, it's got 30 HP, the rest of its stats are complete poop, its hidden power is fire. Its ability is Triage, which that's the healing thing, right? Yeah. Alright, that's some pretty hype shit, guys. That's 2 shinies. That's a 1-frame shiny, by the way. Now, before I save here, what I'm going to do is, move my honey to free space. I need to organize the free space in this game to put all the items I actually give a shit about. So, another problem I have with Pokemon is that you can't import stuff from older games. I hate that I can't... Why can't I trade all my frickin' items up? What's the point? Anyway, that just makes me annoyed. How would those work if you removed IV? So you'd have to basically make hidden power. You'd give it hidden power, and then hidden power would be just like a default type. It would like maybe make it so hidden power is always either. So you do it 2 ways, in my opinion. One, I want a Morlo very badly. I don't know what it looks like, but I want Morlo. Okay, so you either do it this way. You give it hidden power, and it says, when teaching hidden power, you get to choose what type it is. Which type of hidden power do you want to give? And then you select that. Or you give it hidden power, and it's just always, let's say, fairy, right? Hidden power is always fairy. But then you can go to a person in-game who can just change the hidden power type. Or it wouldn't even always be a type. It would just always be a random type. It would always be a random type, and then you could just go to someone to change it, you know? So that's how I think hidden power should work. And I would also prefer it if hidden power goes back up to 70, please. I hate it being 60 power. Why did they weaken it? I like that they made it so it's always 1 static power, but... yeah. They could alternatively add 18 new base 60 or 70 power moves that every single Pokemon in the game could learn. But I don't like that idea. Hidden power has been 60 since Gen 6. Can we get a physical hidden power? Brian, I also kind of agree with you there, my man. Also, hidden power fairy would be nice. I don't know why they didn't rework the formula for hidden power. I guess it's because they wanted to keep everyone's hidden power intact when it's traded up, you know? So I sort of understand that, but that's why they should just make hidden power changeable, but yeah. What are you doing, Masuda method? What? Physical hidden power would be sick, though. It would open up a lot of Pokemon have some very bad move pools, and it would help them out a lot. There's never been an HP fairy. It would be nice to have it, but no, that's the point of it, though, is it's a good alternative to a coverage move. And it's not as if 70... So, let me explain this. Hidden Power 70. When you consider 70 as a coverage move, that's still very weak. Like, it's not... Like... I guess 60 forces it to basically only be used for, like if Game Freak wants its niche to be only used as a 4x effective, then okay, I get it, right? Like, I get, okay, you only want HP Ice to be used. I only want it to be used for, you know, Dragon Knights or something. Oh, I see. If you stream next Saturday, you better do it in the morning, because I have prom. I prefer to do weekend streams earlier in the day, so that's probably what it would be. But and also, I think I have D&D next Saturday, so I wouldn't stream at evening anyway. Who gets 60? Who gets hidden power and technician and is a special attacker? I hope your prom is fun though, Danny. I didn't go to mine. Hello, Squid Girl.
Thanks for the sub.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Squid Girl. I really appreciate it, man. Is it just Marshadow? Dude, I'm gonna run Specs, Hidden Power, Fire, Scissor. Or, yeah. I mean, it's not like Mega Salamence is... I guess it is kind of bulky, actually. Regular Salamence is not bulky, but this one is. You're not going with your boyfriend because he's out of state, but I feel like it would probably be more fun with friends. Well, like I said, we didn't go. We just, like, hung out. So my friend Connor has a pool. My friend Connor has a pool, and so we just all hung out at his, we all hung out at his pool. And it's fucking awesome. And, we all had a great time at the pool. Me and my girlfriend at the time were supposed to go to a very nice, like dinner thing, and that she broke up with me on my birthday, which was like 2 days before prom. So that sort of prompted all of our decisions to just like not go, because I was like, I'm not going. And then my friend Connor, who hosted the party, had also recently lost his girlfriend, as far as I'm aware. And so everyone else was just like, you know what, fuck it, we don't have to go. Does that... we're on good terms now. We're on good terms now. Don't worry. Me and her are on fine terms. You know, she was 18, and also I was 8. Like, we were both super young. Like, I'm 25. I'm 25 now. See, look, my dementia's already setting in. I can't even remember how old I am. But yeah. We're fine now. But that was just sort of why we didn't really go to prom. Yeah, thick is pretty good. I like thick. My birthday's very soon, so... my birthday is very soon, so I have trouble remembering if I've turned 26 yet. Yeah, I turned 26 in, like, a month and 10 days. So... I can't wait for June. Not even it's funny because it's not even your 10-year class reunion is a few years. Yeah, I probably won't go. Because all of my friends are pretty much still from high school. I mean, Connor, Dakota, Joe, all from high school. The friends I have are all from high school or from Smash Bros. And in the case of my high school friends, they are both because we played Smash Bros in high school together. There are very few people who I was like really close friends with in high school who I don't see anymore. Because we all stuck around. You love Joe, he's a good guy. You don't know Joe. Joe's funny though. Joe's really funny. No college buddies. Well, we all went to community college for the first 2 years together. And so then after community college, I graduated and I went to a school upstate. Hello, Lottie. No, I don't think anyone was too mean to me in high school. I had there's like a few people who made fun of me, but like I wasn't that bad. It wasn't like because I was friends with some people who were like I remember there was this there was this girl who was kind of like a popular girl, I would say, and I had an art class with her, and I sat directly across from her in art class, and she was like really pretty and like really popular and like went to parties and stuff, and like I never not even like because even if I was invited to a party, I like didn't like the idea of drinking or anything, so I wouldn't go, and so I never talked to this girl before, and so she would just like talk to me in art class, and she was really nice to me, and I was just like, you know, I thought it was just like, you know, we're friends in class or whatever, and so I remember one day, I'll never forget this story. She said, does it bother you that I drink? And I was like, no, what? Like, I don't care what you do. I just don't like to drink, like alcohol. And she was just like, good, because I want to make sure, like, you know, she's like, I hope it does, like, it doesn't affect our friendship or something. And I was like, oh, you consider us friends? Like, it was just so nice. Like, they're just really nice. And so high school was kind of cliquey, but like no one was mean to you outside of your clique, really, or to me anyway. And I was a loser. Like I played Pokemon. Like I played Pokemon openly in high school. I didn't really have a crush on her or anything because I had a girlfriend. I was just like surprised. Maybe I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I don't remember. This was like sophomore year of high school, probably. Yeah, I think so. So I didn't really have a thing for her. I was just like surprised. Like it was just really nice. So like, did I get friend zoned? No, I wasn't into her. I wasn't interested. I either had a girlfriend or I had a girl I liked at the time. It was one or the two that like I was already kind of interested in. But it's just the kind of thing like when you're a nerd, you kind of get, I think anyway, you get intimidated by a lot of. Yes, I went to a SUNY, Brian. By the way. I didn't. You said Sunny, and I was like, "What does he mean by Sunny?" But I did go to a SUNY, yeah. So like, even when you're kind of like a nerd and you like you have low self-esteem, anyone remotely attractive, you kind of get intimidated by them talking to you. Like even if they're not into you, it's just like, I don't know. You just in high school you got low self-esteem and all that kind of stuff. State University of New York is what a SUNY is. I did go to a SUNY, and I do have some friends from a SUNY, but like the thing is, I only went there for 2 semesters, and then I got really depressed and dropped out. like really depressed. Like I couldn't get up in the morning and that kind of stuff. Like I got like really depressed and like I couldn't get up in the morning, and I basically do nothing but play video games like all day because I was like just too sad to leave my this is a sad story, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, but that's, yeah, basically. I know that's sad. I'm fine now. Don't worry about it. But 5840. So there's a minute frame I'm gonna do. But yeah, so I was only there for 2 semesters. I did have some good friends who I do still talk to via Facebook and stuff. But like I never see them anymore. They all live far, far upstate. Like, yeah, they all live super far upstate. Pretty much. A few of them live in New York, I think. Like kind of close, like in the city or kind of close to me. But I'm not like they'd be the kind of people where if we were at the same place, I would say hi to them. Very few of them I would. There is one person from college who I regret not being friends with currently. But Katie, weird. Basically, she started like dating this dude who, man, let's just say. Okay, so I was really good friends with, this is a crazy story. So I was really good friends with this girl, Katie. And again, wasn't into her, but her first boyfriend that she had in college was like really jealous of me. He really, 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 really didn't like me. So when she finally dumped him because of how like absurdly jealous and controlling he was, she starts dating this other dude. And he seemed nice at first. He was kind of a bum. He was like an artist who like basically just like lived at home and didn't graduate. And didn't have an apartment or anything. So he's kind of a bum, but it was like whatever, you know, he's a nice enough guy. At least he wasn't mean to her. And so after them dating for like a few months, he gets he gets arrested for I should have caught that and checked, but whatever. The dude gets arrested for soliciting like a 14-year-old for sex, basically. And she was just like, do I stay by him? And I'm like, no, he was about to cheat on you with a child. Like, he's 23, Katie. Like, so so he got arrested, and then I'm fairly certain because he didn't follow through with it, like the parents called the cops beforehand. Before, like he basically got caught before he could actually do it, and so he either didn't go to jail for very long or he got off with like probation or something. I don't really know what happened. He was guilty of doing it. Like there was no like he wasn't innocent, but so something happened, and then he they ended up dating, and we still did talk for a while, but then he got like very controlling of her, and she ended up literally blocking every male friend she had on Facebook because he was so jealous of other men. And now I don't talk to her anymore because she has a crazy boyfriend, and that's it. That's it. Like, it sucks, but that's it. I wish I was still friends with her. I would still see. I actually live kind of close to where she would live if she lived with her mom still. A little more upstate than this, but still. Hey, Pikachu Gamer, what's going on? Thank you for coming by. So, yeah, I don't know. That's it. So basically, I don't. So the short of it is, I don't have any friends from college really that I see very frequently or I talk to frequently. Another Fomantis. Any fights in high school? Yeah, let's just quickly catch this so I can check what's up with it. Where I landed. Any fights in high school? Did I ever get into a fight? Not really. Okay, so wait, here's the story of my... So, there's a few things that happened. One time, a guy punched me in track, and I punched him back, and our coach was like, what is wrong with it? I don't know why he... I don't remember who it was. Like, I very barely remember it. So, it didn't really last long. Like, he just punched, and so we just hit each other. I don't remember, like, who he was or anything like that. Where's Fomantis? Boop. Another time, a dude put me in a headlock because I called him fat, basically. But again, that was a track and it didn't last very long. I was plus 32. Hello? Is your nature calm? Yeah. I don't know how I'm plus 32. We'll go with another one until I see how far away I am. Because I got a 1-frame shiny. How could I have been plus 32? But the big... For me, I never got into fights, but there was a huge gang attack in my school. We were featured on the news and they gave BS false info and framed us as savage Latinos. Yup, that sounds about right for the news. That's crazy, Damo. So... Two teachers have been seen kissing. Big rumor. CCA gang fight. So another thing is, but the big fight I got into in high school was, okay, this is a really funny story. So I was kind of a lazy student, to say the least. I never did any homework, but I always tested well, so my grades were always passable enough. So I coasted by with B's, basically. And so what ended up happening was, so what ended up happening was, I'm sitting in senior year. Now, senior year, I kind of... That's crazy, Danny. I actually got a teacher in some serious trouble because he made fun of an autistic kid. Anyway, that's a different story. Okay, so I sort of got my act together senior year, and I was in the computer lab typing a paper. And I was next to... I think I got this wrong, actually. So I was next to no one at first, and then this... And then, like, a few spaces down was a kid who I was friends with in middle school. Oh, crap, I forgot to undo the encounter slots, dang it. So there was a kid who I was friends with in middle school named Vlad, and he was definitely... interested. He was, like, a pretty jacked Romanian guy. Definitely thought he was, like, a drug dealer or something. Anyway. And then another kid who was on the same side was a rower who I was good friends with because he did track with me. He was awesome. This is a 100% true story. This is, I'm not making or embellishing anything in this. So he was a rower and he did track with us. So he was kind of jacked because, you know, rowers kind of have to be jacked. And so let me actually serve my girlfriend. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I am sitting down, minding my own goddamn business, writing a paper. And the computer directly next to me was completely gone, right? And completely gone. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. And so some guy sits next to me, and he's really short. He's like I'm like 5'8", I think, right? Like, I'm not tall. But the guy who sits next to me is like a 5'5". He was wearing like, he was a little Italian kid, and he had like slicked back hair, and he had a little wife beater on. I'm Italian, so this is obviously not racist. And so he sits down, and like 2 of his friends sit down next to him. Okay, and so I'm typing my essay, and he looks directly at my face and just hits the power button on my computer, turns it off, and I'm like, okay, why? And he just laughs, and so I turn it back on. And luckily, Microsoft Word at the time had like a auto document recovery feature. I think Windows Vista was out by now, and so that happened. And so I turn it back on, and I continue writing my essay, and he does it again. And I'm like, bruh, why? And so, naturally, 2574, sorry. And so he turns it off again, and I'm like, bruh. And so I turn it on one more time, and he just, immediately after I hit the power button again, he holds it down and turns it off. So I get up, and I go to librarian. I'm like, hey, this kid keeps turning my computer off. Can you kick him out? And she goes, yeah, okay, I'll get the security guard. And so she calls security or whatever. And I go and hold on. I'm going to have trouble telling it while we get close to this. So I go to the security guard. I don't go to the security guard. I go and I sit back down after she tells that she's just going to get the security guard to kick him out of the library. Because, you know, librarians are just like old ladies and nice people. They're not going to be able to drag a kid out if he puts up a fight. Nope. Not the right Pokemon. So let's see how far off I was. So anyway, so I sit down and I'm like, okay, yeah, the security's coming to kick you out because you just can't stop being a dick, dude. And he just fucking punches me square in the face. Just boom. Knocked my glasses off. They were metal frames, so they didn't break easy, but they were super bent. I had to go to the store to get them refitted. And I was like, just like, what is it? Like, who? I didn't know who he was. Like, it's not like this is some guy I knew. Like, I literally didn't know who he was. And so hold on, let me get the thingy right. And so yeah, dude punches me. I'm like, what the hell is this? And so then my friend Nick, who was the rower friend, comes up to him and like grabs the kid and was just like, you little shit. Like, do not. He's like, he basically said like, okay, I don't know why I'm 1,000 or 100 frames off now. What just happened here? Weird. How am I was 30 and then 100 frames off. I don't know what happened. Okay, so so my friend Nick shakes him and is just like, don't fucking touch him again, you piece of shit. No. That is not how that works. You use it to go into the bag. The game calculates the honey animation because frames do not advance, Noah, when you are in the bag at all. No frames move at all. So Nick like shakes him and is like, "Don't fuck with Jake. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's your problem, dude?" And so then, I pick my glasses up. I put my backup pair on. I go on with my day. Okay. And so this is the second part of the story. Again, I can't state how 100% true. Oh, good water. So, I'm in history class. I think it was actually, yeah, I think it was a participation in government. Maybe. Yeah, I think it was a government class, like the participation in government class thing. All right, we're gonna aim for this. See what's going on. See what's going on with my frame count here. 3004 2F. So he I must have fidgeted before I got the start menu up or something. Or maybe when Sweet Scent was happening, it did it. Anyway, so he said, "What the fuck?" because of my story. So I'm sitting there, and it's like, "Jake Spinner, please come to the main principal's office." Because there was a principal for each floor, and then there was like the main principal, and it was like, "Please come to the main principal's office," and I'm like, okay. And so I go, and they're like, "Do you know anything about this Anthony kid? He got into a fight." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. I'm like, "Well, he just punched me, sir. Like, there was no fight." And he was like, "Well, didn't you tell your friend to beat him up?" And I'm like, "No, what? I didn't tell anyone to beat him up. Like what?" Like, and I was like, "No, I didn't tell Nick to beat him up. Like, Nick just grabbed him after he punched me." And he was like, "So no, we're talking about Vlad." And I'm like, "Vlad wasn't introduced. Vlad had nothing to do with any of this." And so apparently, I did not know this happened until much later. But apparently, wait, didn't I still have some? Oh, no, I don't. So apparently, what actually happened was, later in the later in the day, I guess this kid, the short kid who punched me, was making fun of me. Like, just in the hallway. And Vlad was just, like, near him. Like, I think they had a locker near each other or something. Regardless, it got overheard somehow, and he just beat the shit out of this kid. Like, the kid had, like, a black eye and bruises. Like, he was just, like, angry. That, like, he was... I guess he basically just must have needed an excuse to, like, beat up someone, but that's basically what happened. And they thought, like, I told them to do it. And I'm like, "No, we don't even talk anymore." So I was like, what the hell? And so, yeah, that's what, and so I didn't end up getting in any trouble because, yeah, but still crazy. Now I was only plus 32 this time. Alright, so we're gonna try adjusting the calculator again. So 3.2 minus 0.533, 2667. That's a true story. Very weird. I don't really understand why any of it happened. I didn't really pick fights with anybody or like get into any actual fights, but that is a 100% true story of how I got punched in a library, and then a kid who I was friends with in middle school beat the shit out of another guy for it. The experience I got through me is why I don't do Wild RNG for it. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't think Wild RNG is that much harder than any other type. Oh, good luck, Sir Mexican. Oh, I have a fairly large window very early on. I think it's a Pokemon I've gotten already, though. I mean, shini's a shiny, eh? See if I can see if my frame thing is correct as well. Those are 2 frames. Yeah, 5, 4, 2. Okay, here we go. Like for me, since I'm in the hood, there's a sociological idea that people live under this motto known as the code of the streets. There's an article done by The Atlantic by some famous scholar. Interesting. Nope, missed it. How much did I miss it by? Oh, I guess I've never seen this. I've never seen a Steenie before? Really? Let's see how far off I was by. I don't know. I grew up in a rich white suburb, so there was never really a lot. Like, people would get into fight because, like, they thought it was, like, cool or tough to do that. Okay, so I'll pretty much go for 1 or 2 more attempts after this one, just because I basically have stuff to do, and I think this is a pretty long stream. I streamed an hour of Pokemon, and an hour and a half of RNG. $51, $22, $24, $24, $28, $29. +6 or +8? Alright, not that high off. We'll do +6 because it's smaller. 0.1, so we'll do this. I wonder why this has changed so drastically, and how I was able to get a 1-frame input. Very interesting indeed. Whoops, didn't mean to open RNG Reporter. Fresh Prince from a Shield to slightly upper middle class. Yeah, I was pretty much upper middle class. I believe I used to live in one of the, quote, safest towns in America. I believe that's what it was on, like, the rankings. It was, like, top something. Oops, that was wrong. It's this one. But yeah, I don't really get into fights. My school was too rich and stuff. Michael Connolly. What do I need to know / have in order to this form of RNG abuse? Yeah, my YouTube channel has a bunch of different guides, Michael. Just go to the playlist for Gen 7 RNG abuse. If you like video guides, I have a bunch of different ones. You only need 2 different programs. You need Eon Timer, which is the little clock with the Espeon on it, and then you need 3DS RNG Tool. I always link to them in my description. If you prefer written guides, then I would suggest going to PokemonRNG.com. They have a lot of really good guides there. Well, if you like my video... Oh, this is what I messed up again, goddammit. If you like the... Yeah, if you like the guides, then I would recommend... Just watching my YouTube one. Did I really say Espeon? Well, it's Glaceon. And if he has that, then if he does Gen 3 RNG, he knows what Glaceon, he knows what Eon Timer is already. Yeah, I really do have a brain problem, Sir Mexican. So, the next low frame window I get, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. So, yeah, just watch my Gen 7 guides. I have a bunch of them. Oh, I hate this hair coming out like that. I got an 11-second one frame that's slot 9. It's probably a pincer. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Doubt I'll get it, but who knows. Hopefully my calibrations have been going well. It is a pincer, but it's not shiny. Gen 7 is not that hard. So let's see how far off I am this time around. I like shiny red. Oh, Regice. I read Registeel for some reason. Yeah. Oh, like a pure white, like glacier-like Regice would have been cool. It's basically the same as Gen 3, except you have to find your seed. Gen 4 is a little more frustrating, I think. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see what frame I hit, and then I will be ending the stream. Okay, I could have been -6. Or I could have been -64. Who knows? The world may never know. Alright, well, that may... Yeah. Well, there you go. There's the problem. Alright, guys. I think that's it for me now. I have some chores and stuff I gotta get done. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me. I hope you all have a good rest of your Sunday. Goodbye.